Welcome to our new tutorial on Python for beginners. If you're someone with zero programming experience, don't worry, you're in the right place. This video is specially designed for absolute beginners. We'll be using Visual Studio Code as our code editor, along with the Jupyter Notebook extension, which makes running and testing Python code super easy and interactive. If you haven't set up Python or VS Code yet, no problem. You can either Google it or stay tuned for our upcoming video, where I'll walk you through the full setup step by step. Let's start with one of the most important concepts in Python, variables and data types. Every value in Python has a data type. This is how Python knows whether you are working with text, numbers, or something else. 4 fundamental data types in Python are string, integer, float, and boolean. A string is a text like names or sentences, and it's always written inside quotes. Like when we write someone's name, we have to write it under double quotation. Also, if we write any sentences, this is also a string data type. An integer is a whole number without any decimals, like age or quantity of anything. A float is a number with a decimal point, often used for measurements, like someone's height, weight, and distances. A boolean represents either true or false, and it's used to express a yes or no kind of value. A variable is like a container. It stores information that we can use and work with in our code. Creating a variable is very easy. Just give it a name and assign a value using equal. Like if you want to store someone's name, which is a string variable, just give the variable a name, insert equal, write the information within double quotation marks. You can store information like age, which is an integer, give the variable a name, insert equal, and type the numbers. Similarly, for floats, type the decimal numbers. For the boolean values, set whether they are true or false. Now, execute the cell by pressing this button. Here, we have created 4 variables, a string, an integer, a float, and a boolean. Now, call the variable and execute the code. It returns the value that we have stored. Now that you know how to store a single value in a variable, let me show you how to store multiple values using something called a list. A list is like a container that can hold many items, numbers, strings, or even other lists. Now, let's create a variable named fruits. Within the third bracket, let's input some strings of different fruit names, like mango, orange, banana, and apple. Each of the items should be separated by a comma. Let's create another list as student info. Here we put different information about a student, his name, age, weight, and his location. Then execute the cell. Now if we call the fruits variable, it will return the entire fruits list. If we call the student info, it will return the entire student info list. We can also access a specific value from a list, write the list name, and within the third bracket, type the position of the item. Here, the item's position starts from 0. This is position 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is position 3. So, if we want to call the first item, we have to write 0 inside the third bracket. It returns the first item, mango. If we want to call banana, we have to put here 2. It returns the item, banana. You can also add a new item to a list. Like, if you want to add another fruit name in this list, call the function, give a dot, type append, within the first bracket, type a new fruit name, cherry. This adds a new item to our fruits list. You can also delete an item from the list. Call the function, type remove. Within the first bracket, mention the item name that you want to remove. Let's type banana within the brackets. Then execute the cell. It removes the item banana from the list. Another useful data structure in Python is the dictionary. A dictionary lets you store data in key value pairs. You can use dictionaries to store things like name, age, city, all in one place. Let's create a dictionary of a student profile. Set the dictionary variable as student, type equal, give the curly brackets. Now within the curly brackets, set a key and a value. For the first key, write name, give a colon, and then set the value. So in this pair, we are storing the student's name. Then set another pair for age. Set the key, then set the value. Now remember one thing, you always have to set the key in string data type. Like this, store other pairs for a student profile, like sex, weight, location, etc. Execute the cell. Now, if we call the dictionary, it will return all the records stored in the dictionary. We can also access a specific record from the dictionary. Call the variable. Within the third bracket, type any of the key. Like if you want to call the name of the student, type the name key here and run the code. It returns the student's name. If we write the location key here, it will return the student's location. The dictionary records can be updated too. Let's update the location value. Call the student dictionary, write the key location, type equal, and give the new location value as Washington. Now execute the code. We can see that the location value has been updated from New York to Washington. To delete a record from the dictionary, type del, give a space, and call a key from the dictionary that you want to delete. Let's delete the weight record, type weight within the third bracket. Now run the code. We can see that the weight key and its value has been deleted from the dictionary. Similarly, to add a new record, call the dictionary, set the key within the third bracket, type equal, and set the value. New record has been added in the dictionary. Now we'll learn how to perform calculations and compare values using Python's mathematical and comparison operators. Let's perform some basic math operations using Python operators. First, create two integer variables, a equals 20 and b equals 3. For addition, you can use plus sign. Type a plus b, which means 20 plus 3. Now run the code, it returns 23. For subtraction, use minus sign. Type a minus b, which means 20 minus 3. The returned output is 17. For multiplication, use the asterisk sign. A asterisk b, which means 20 into 3. Run the cell, the output here is 60. For division, Python uses forward slash. So a slash b, that means 20 divided by 3. Run the code, and the output is 6.6666. Now for floor division, use a double forward slash. The difference between division and floor division is one slash gives us a float result. But if we use double slash, it will return the output as a round figure. Let's try this. A double slash b. Now the output is 6. It cuts off the decimal places and makes it into a whole number. When one number is divided by another, to get the remainder value, you can use the percentage symbol. If we divide a by b, the output is 6 with a remainder of 2. So modulus or percentage sign will give you this remainder. Type a percentage b. It returns the remainder 2. For exponent, use double asterisk. Type a asterisk asterisk b, as the value of a is 20 and value of b is 3. It means 20 to the power 3. So 20 into 20 into 20. Now run the code. It returns 8000. Now let's perform some basic comparisons between values. Using comparison operators. These operators always return true or false. Create two variables, x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 3. To check equal, use double equal sign, type x equal equal y. It returns false. As we can see, x, which is 5, is not equal to y, which is 3. To check not equal, use exclamation and equal sign together. It returns true as 5 is not equal to 3. Type x is greater than y. It returns true as 5 is greater than 3. Similarly, if run x is less than y, it returns false. Also, for less than equal, you can insert an equal sign just after the less than symbol. We'll pick up right from here in the next part. If you found this helpful, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of the upcoming Python tutorials.